Welcome everybody to another. Well, hold up, I just connected now. Okay, cool. Welcome to a live edition here of the Eternal Sith Network. Today we're going to be doing a live stream on the Andor series, which is super exciting. We already have some Binksy. Hello, the Eternal Sith. What's going on? How is everybody doing? Like I said, we're gonna be doing a live stream on the watch party of the Andor series, episode 5. I haven't seen it yet. If you guys have seen it, comment in the comment section. I mean, you could spoil it. I personally don't care. Now, I won't be able to put the actual video here while we're watching it, but you'll see my reaction and what I think of it. I've heard plenty of things about the episode, but I'm gonna give it a chance. So we're gonna watch. I'm gonna watch it here, and you're gonna see me, and then we're gonna talk about it a little bit after. But to recap last week's episode, let's talk about episode 4, which I thought was really, really good. I loved all the Easter eggs that we got. I don't know if you guys got to see that. I thought it was really, really cool. Binksy says Binksy is ready, and again, Anakin Skywalker is saying hello. Now, again, episode 4 hit really, really good. We had a lot of Easter eggs in that, I guess, shop that Luthen had, where we saw Mon Mothma come to the back as they were talking about their plans on trying to steal money and how to fund everything that's going on, for obviously the beginning of the rebellion. So I thought that was really, really cool. And we obviously know Luthen's plan, and that's why he has Cassian involved in this. So I'm enjoying it so far. Episodes 1 through 3, I thought were a little slow. A little slow. I thought that for 3 episodes to understand that Cassian needed to get out of the home planet that he's in now, I thought was a bit much. I thought it could have been a little bit quicker. I think the 3 episodes. I think it should have probably taken like an episode and a half, and then episode 3 been something different. But I had a feeling that was going to happen because again they want to add more to it. And there's going to be 2 seasons, as we know that they should be filmed. They're supposed to start filming I think in November, and they're going to wrap up sometime next year, and then it'll come out in 2024 season 2. So that's interesting with that one. But excuse me. We should be having some cool things, I would assume, in episode 5. Again, I haven't seen it. I've heard things about it, but again, I want to give it a shot, see what it says. Nino Grogu, Mandalorian, what is, ¿cómo estás? Gracias por venir aquí a ver el Eternal Sith canal. So yeah, we're gonna just watch the episode and we're gonna go into it, and I'm gonna watch it, like I said, from the beginning to the end. If you guys want to stick around and watch it, maybe you guys at home have Disney Plus or the Fire Stick where you jailbreak it, and you could watch the episode as well, and watch it with me. Like I said, I'll tell you guys when I'm gonna start my actual like play button, and then you guys could obviously join in as well. Binksy says, I like this show. I just want to see some big moves and some romance. Some romance. I mean, well, so far it seems that Cassian likes the one of the characters from the episode that we got to get last, one of the girls from that episode. I don't remember her name. I'm terrible with names and remembering. I'm really, really bad. So I'm normally the type of person where I get my info, I bring it out, and then I forget right after because there's so much Star Wars content. There's so many things that Lucasfilm has been putting out, so it's always kind of like hard to kind of keep up with everything that's going on in the Star Wars world. And we're also getting delays. And we'll talk a little bit about those delays a little bit after this live stream. But I'm gonna start playing. Like I said, I'm gonna do a countdown of like 5, and then when you guys want, you guys could also hit the play button. And then if you don't want to stick around for the watch party, you can come back. And I guess it's, how many minutes is this episode? 45 minutes. But well, it's really, I'll tell you how many. It's 39 minutes. So 39 minutes, you want to go, come back, you're more than welcome. So without further ado, I'm going to do a countdown up to 5. So in 5, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's play.
Payroll for ninja.
So if you're just joining right now, I'm watching the Andor episode 5. So if you guys, like I said, want comment in the comment section on what you thought of the episode, I'm gonna be watching it here. So yeah, and you'll see my reaction, and we'll talk about it after the episode.
Is that how you've been presented?
My man's getting cereal for breakfast from his mom. Why does this cereal look like Trip? So I'm in 3 minutes and 40 seconds if you want to know exactly my time frame.
At all. Do you have even a single prospect before you?
We'll find a way.
Finally, some Cassian get to see. All right, so where we at now? Like 4 minutes and 55 seconds in. Those of you who are just
They built a
strolling
lot
in
of cages, huh?
right now, I'm watching the
The
Andor
axe
live.
forgets, but the tree
So
remembers.
if you don't see it, yeah, I apologize. I know
Now
I'm
it's
just
our turn
watching
to do
it.
the chopping. You?
Revenge is not the Jedi way.
Stone cold and fearless.
Ah, Cinta Cost,
Probably
that's
the
her
toughest
name.
one here.
Yes.
Lieutenant?
Oh,
He could be working
those
us
of you
right into
strolling
a
in
trap.
again, I'm
They would
watching
have taken
the
us
Andor
down by
series,
now.
as you hear it in the background. So
Well, maybe that's what you're here for.
We're here to win and walk away.
Wouldn't that be lovely?
I'm really liking the story so far. I'm liking the dialogue between the characters. Ah, I'm on Malta. Okay. Oh, they're supposed to have that dinner that they said yes in episode 4. So let's see how that goes.
Drivers here.
Leader ready?
I would love to have my house the way their house
I'm
looks.
not
Man,
sure.
it is so nice.
Where is she?
If
Leader?
if you saw the episode, comment in the comment section. Would you want a house like this? Like that looks all that gold, man.
Did you eat?
With her.
I agree, Banksy. That's a nice mansion.
I don't.
Ooh, I'm liking this feistiness, this mother-daughter
You're involved
feistiness.
somehow.
Ooh, I like it.
That's just so heartful.
She just said basically mom
There
and
you go.
corny.
Oh well.
Agreed, Anakin. Agreed. Wow. You're literally seeing like what some marriages are. That's what I like about the show so far, the realization or the reality of how life is. It's not always so easy. They're giving you the life of like everyday people. Not bad.
It's after a few days.
For those watching with me right now, are you guys watching it or have you seen it already? Just curious.
Pushed us to forget. Totally, yeah.
Why does that look like one of the
It's a work in progress,
cameras
and I know
that
that there's a
use-
great deal left to
that,
say.
like,
I mean,
it
look,
comes out?
right here.
Not bad so far. What do you guys think of the episode so far?
You don't trust him?
I
barely
am
trust you.
13 minutes in. 13 minutes in.
Obviously, it's a track launch,
Here we
so
go.
there's an adjust.
So right now they're going over the
Trust me.
plans
So calibrating the weight.
again, which we saw in episode 4.
What about it?
They're
How would you do
revisiting
it?
it again. Yo, they're asking him for
You
the
sure it's on
questions.
the
I'm
rail?
dead.
Yes. Figured it out.
We
Luke
wanted to be sure.
Skywalker.
No. Okay.
Love it.
I'll pay.
Well, no wonder he's such a big asset now. Now you know. He knows more than he looks like he didn't know. They really don't know anything. So they're really relying on him to do this. That's why they're asking him how to get in. And he's like, you guys don't even know. Wow. That's pretty wow. That's why he's like, I'm just flying he literally said it. He's like, I'm just flying and I'm not doing more, no more, no less. Wow.
Damn.
I'd be pissed right now.
Garrison HQ in the barrack.
About time we see them in the uniforms. Ooh, they're about to throw down.
You want something, you tell me.
You heard him. You want something, you tell him. Damn.
Can you walk like a soldier?
Walk this
I've
way.
seen it done.
Let's find out you've been paying.
So far, so good.
I don't care where it goes. Get it out of here. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Captain's ego.
Captain's ego. I'm
There
dead.
you are.
They're still clearing out some guests. There's a hotel.
Those just joining,
Do you
I'm
want
watching
it or
the
not?
Andor series right now.
Assignment?
I am
you're
on
taking the
minute
assignment.
17.
I was asking if this would do
So
as
in
your
about 20
headquarters.
minutes, I'll be finishing and
Could I be
giving you
made
guys
prefect?
my
The
breakdown and
title,
my
I know
review
doesn't come
on
with
what I
extra
think.
pay. You can wear a
He's making suggestions
Why?
so y'all look good, not because you look like crap.
Why switch sides?
Yo, they hate his ass. I'm telling you, from that
Any other
last episode, they did
suggestions?
not want him there.
Wait!
Yes, TIE Fighter.
don't
Yes,
think so.
Anakin, you're with me. You're watching. I love it. Yeah, we see the TIE Fighter just came by. Oh, damn. Ooh. Wow, that TIE Fighter was pretty close. Wow, that's interesting. Huh. I'm wondering.
It's less than 100 last time.
I can't wait
Still
to talk
enough to
about this
smell 'em,
episode
right?
after. I have so much I have to say.
You imagine this place with a couple of thousand of them.
Somebody doesn't like their stuff. Well, who
Hey.
doesn't?
That would be me.
Ooh, she got jealous. Oh, she getting jelly. All because Sita was trying to help out Andor or Cassian.
I can fit 3 more in here.
Oh, we get to see that blue kyber crystal from the Rakatan Empire.
From base
Hey,
camp,
Cassian
it's still
Jakku
Starfire.
got referenced.
He's
Oh,
right, though.
shoot.
It's too spread out to be all.
Yo, every time Cassian gets next to
Rebellion.
Sita, Bum comes out of nowhere. Yo, the jealousy. I'm telling you, guy, girl, don't matter. You are always jelly. Always. And it shows you that realization. I'm telling you. Real life stuff, man. Real life stuff. Don't matter who you are. That's so true. Everybody's living their lives, and this guy's still eating cereal. We'll talk about that back and forth too. We're gonna talk about that in a few because it's about to end the episode. I think in like the next maybe 15 minutes. I'm sorry, 12. So just stick around. We're almost done with the episode.
I prepared. There we go.
What? He just took the kyber crystal
I
from him?
knew it. I knew you were lying. I knew it.
Lying about what?
Look. What is it? Kyber. Sky Kyber. He's been hiding it.
Skeen? We don't. Packs up. Move. Put the weapon away. Give.
Tell yourself whatever you want.
Your stuff. Move.
Oh shit.
We'll talk when we.
It just goes to prove to you, my man, if he had that kyber crystal, he would have been bounced for 30,000
I'm being
credits. Oh, he just outed it. He's getting
Paid to be here. Money.
Damn, he put them on blast. He said, yo, y'all want out? Don't make an excuse or don't use him as an excuse. There you go. It just got real, guys.
Let's get to the camp.
It just got
One
real.
piece.
I'm liking how he's calling them out, though. That I like. I actually do like that. And we're gonna talk about that in a few minutes when the episode is over. So just stick around. Ooh, back to Coruscant. I'm loving this. For those of you that are just here now, I'm gonna be talking about the episode in a few minutes. So stick around. Nah, Grey Jedi, you're late. I'm early, bro. Where you been?
Don't think you'd be.
Well, then you're early. You're right on time. You're right. You're at work. You're here at work. You're right. So you made it on time. You're not late. I appreciate that, Grey Jedi. I always have time for you and some Reva.
It's just like he was a farmer.
Come on, no, man.
Imperial prefect came in, took his land, flooded it. He couldn't
Right
bear
now,
it,
Grey
so he
Jedi, my time is
went a
1:10
boat and filled his
p.m. in
pockets
the
with
afternoon.
stones.
I don't like that.
I
Damn,
always
man.
hated the Empire.
We're almost done
Plenty of
with
work
the
to do together
episode. Have
tomorrow.
about like 3 minutes. So we'll talk about it in a second, Grey Jedi. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on this episode. I just want to finish it up here now. I'll give it to you, and I'm gonna be raw. I'm definitely gonna be raw. So know that raw in the sense of you're gonna hear my honest opinion. I'm not gonna be other people being like, "Oh yeah," you'll hear my honest opinion on this. Not tonight, Great Jedi. No live stream tonight. This
I
is
thought
just
you
me
were
going
turning
solo
up.
to well, afternoon.
It's just going.
All right, we're live now. We're back. Well, we've been live. We're back. Let's talk about it, guys. I want to see everybody in the comment section. Like now, let's have a full deep conversation about this. So, the episode overall, I thought was pretty interesting. I didn't mind it, but I don't. How do I put this? I feel like we didn't need it as well. I just felt like it's funny because a friend of mine spoke to me the other night and kind of predicted how this episode would go, and it's like we still are not getting started on stealing those credits, right? And it's still kind of like this episode was another build up, kind of like how we had in episodes 1 through 3 was the build up to him leaving that planet. And that's how I feel with this episode is it was a build up for episode 6 to build up how they're going to steal everything and take that money, because again, we did hear Luthen just talk about it, and I want to thank everybody who's hopping in now. We heard Luthen talk about basically how he's worried about Cassian Andor or if everything's gonna go good, because that same time tomorrow, meaning the next day when he was talking to his assistant, we know that they should have all of that money. Quick Poker says, I like how slow it is. Gives me the slow burn. I agree. I don't mind a slow burner. I just feel like I how do I put this? What I'm enjoying about the episode is that you see things that are happening in real life to a real life person, and that's what makes this series so real and makes it so kind of relatable to a person who's married, who's not married, or who's a father, a daughter, a son, whichever. Because, for example, you see Mon Mata going back and forth with her daughter, and it kind of reminds you. It's like how sometimes you are as a teenager going back and forth with your parent. You get that feeling, that realization of having that worrisome when you see Luthen, worried about if the job is going to get done tomorrow, meaning the next day. You see that thing of Cassian Andor liking Sita or kind of having a little romance there, or it's a little flirty. And you see Velm at the end being kind of like always putting her foot in, being that jealous girlfriend or whatever you might have, whatever relationship they have. As we heard Skeen kind of say, don't put your foot there because that or don't, kind of take that blanket because that blanket's already taken, meaning that Sita and Velm are probably having relations. And that's pretty interesting too to talk about, is that we're seeing that in Star Wars now, where we're having basically the same sex of a couple in this. And that's interesting for them to touch on that. And they're using this series kind of to be that, I guess, barrier breaker for Star Wars, because we've seen how they've kind of tried to add things in the Rise of Skywalker. It's for a split second. It's not genuine. In this, I like it because it has a backstory and it's kind of giving you a feel or a vibe of everything going on. Overall, the episode was okay. I mean, I would have wanted to see more action. I would have wanted to see more. I like the dialogue. I think the dialogue is great. I mean, I think overall how their conversations are going, it's truly it's great. I mean, the writers did a phenomenal job, even on episode 5. I just think again with the slow burner, I think it's a little too slow because I think episodes 1 through 3 were slow burners already. Episode 4 was good, but this is another burner. So it's like we have slow burner, slow burner, slow burner. Then we have a regular one, and then this one's a slow burner. Now let's talk about the Easter eggs. It's not really much, but one of the Easter eggs that I noticed again was the holocrons of the Jedi and the Sith at the end when Luthen is basically kind of talking to his assistant. We see it now. It's all the more it's more vivid. You could see it on the top right corner of the episode. So I like that a lot. I really, really enjoyed that, seeing that. And I wonder what more we're gonna get. And I like how they're focusing on the Rakatan Kyber crystal, which is called the Sky Crystal. I really like that a lot. It looks really, really cool. I wonder if that crystal is going to be anything big or it's going to go to anybody's hands at some point in time. I thought this was an okay episode. Again, another slow burner, but I know everybody loves a slow burn, and that's kind of been the MO so far with this season. Everybody's okay with slow burners, but man, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I would love something like Kenobi. I really do, and it makes me appreciate because I know Kenobi wasn't really well received throughout the fandom, and I personally this series just makes me really appreciate the Kenobi series all that much more, and how only 6 episodes, and it's like, man, I wish we had more. I really do. I really do, because it was such a good thing. And it was funny because we just had Demetrius, the guy who played Darth Vader. We did an interview with him on my other channel. You guys should go check that out. He was the actual stunt person who played Darth Vader in the Kenobi series. So he was one of the two. He was the person who always did the walkthroughs. He was just the body. So he didn't do the lightsaber work, but he did the stunt stuff in the sense of doing the walking and the force chokes. That's what he did. Grey Jedi says, watched an upload today talking about Luke's return. I don't know. I mean, Luke's return in Andor? Not now. I mean, we just got a special guest. There he is, Star Wars Insider. What's going on, my guy? How's everything so far? Oh, no. Don't tell me the service. Man. Well, hopefully we get him in a few. I know it's a little frozen right now. Oh, let's see if we got him back. Oh, you good?
I hear you, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, I can hear you now. So I just finished watching the episode. What'd you think of it?
It was another slow episode, but it's definitely building up to what we're expecting to come with the whole operational comparison. But I definitely think it's the calm before the storm. So hopefully next episode we'll just blow our shoes off.
You know what's so funny, dude? We keep going on. By the way, you got a shout out right there from Anakin Skywalker. Greetings, Star Wars Insider. It's funny because I feel like every week we do these live streams, I feel like we're always like, next week's episode is going to be the build-up. It's going to bring more and more and more. And, I didn't mind this episode. I was talking about it before. I thought it was pretty interesting to see a lot of the realization of what real life looks like. Like, we got to see Cassian Andor, like I was talking about it, flirt with Sita, right? With that character. And you saw Velm kind of be like, yeah, no, like, we're not having this. This isn't happening. And, you get that in real life where people are jealous, everybody has some form of jealousy, right? Like, you'd be lying to yourself if you said, hey, I'm not a jealous person. Everybody's jealous. Like, even if it's just talking to like a wall or a stick, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has some form of jealousy, and that's okay. And I like the fact that too, we got to see Mon Mothma go back and forth with her daughter. I thought that was really funny. And she was like, oh my God, like, you hurt my feelings. Like, I thought that was really cool to see that back and forth. And that's what I'm liking about the series overall. It makes it human. You know what I'm saying? So, the Jedi holocrons I thought were cool to see. I thought that was really cool. Not the Jedi, I'm sorry. The Jedi, they were, what'd you say? I'm sorry? Oh, no. I think it's a little delayed on your end, Insider. Oh, man. Well, hopefully we get them back. We know that it's a little lagged right now. But yeah, I mean, I'm liking that we're seeing a lot of these things. We're seeing a lot of the I wonder what, like I said, I really wonder what the holocrons are going to mean. But I mean, overall, we'll wait for Insider to come back. I mean, what do you guys think of the series overall? What do you think of episode 5? What do you think? Are you okay with the buildup that they're doing and how long they're taking? Because I mean, overall, we know what happens to these characters. They're no longer, well, we know what happens to Cassian. We don't know what about them, but we know overall that they will not be around after everything that goes down in Rogue One. So again, we know that buildup, but like I just want to know why them? Why is all of this going on now? What is the purpose? What I did really like too was, or actually, I'm sorry, I like the back and forth. Haven't seen it yet, but it sucks. You haven't seen the episode today? What? That's crazy. You have to go watch it. There you go. You good? Okay, your audio is a little, it's like very like in and out. I don't know if it's the earpiece or what. Yeah, you're good. You're good. One of the things that I liked was the back and forth between Skeen and Cassian. But what I didn't like, well, I thought it was really cool because they were talking about the credits and all that, and it shows, like the credits in the sense of the Kyber crystal and how much it's worth. And I thought it was funny because he's kind of like, he kind of obviously puts him at, he like puts like the knife at him, and he's like, dude, like this is $30,000 worth of credits. We can this can be used to escape or get them or have some sort of money, right? To not be a part of this rebellion of what's going on. Working, bro, tired to watch it this morning before the 12-hour work shift. Oh yeah, dude, I'm so sorry. That's a long time. I mean, I don't blame you. But when you get a chance, watch it. It's definitely not like episode 4. I will tell you that, Great Jedi. It's not episode 4. So if you think it's going to be like that, it's not. This is more just of a build-up, more, I guess you want to call it character development. There's a lot of dialogue, obviously. We good? Let me see.
We all good now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Great. Okay, cool. A lot of dialogue in this episode. There's a lot going on, a lot of conversations, a lot of back and forth. What did you think so far? What did you like or think about the episode? I know you said it before, but what stood out to you the most in it? Star Wars Insider.
I liked how the team was still not fully with him, pushing him around. How far? I liked it. They are a little bit more forgiving for him. I mean, Skeen's name, I think, was telling his story about his brother.
Yeah. Insider, your audio, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
It's going so bad. I'm like, oh no, because we're talking good stuff that I want to talk about. Yes. I'll touch on the Skeen thing. The Skeen thing, I appreciated. Like I said before, I thought it was interesting to see him kind of go up to Cassian and kind of like hold him up and be like, "Are you kidding me? Like this is a valuable. This is $30,000 worth of credits. Like we can use this for something, or maybe possibly a personal reason, right? Maybe he doesn't want to be a part of the rebellion. Maybe they want to just, like he said, you guys are scared, and they ask him if he's scared. And Cassian's like, yes, I'm scared, and you guys are too, but don't use me as an excuse. And he's right. It's everyday people, use each other as excuses. Like, no, it's you. No, it's you. But in reality, it's you. You're the excuse. Like, you're using somebody else. And it's like, no, if you don't want to be a part of this, then just walk away. But you're not going to use my name to justify why you're not going to do this, why you're not going to fight for this cause. And I appreciate that from him. And I really like that. The only thing that I didn't like is what you said, that I know you enjoyed seeing Skeen kind of go back and give his apology of kind of like saying what happened to his brother, how the Empire, that's why he's explaining why he's in it. I don't mind him explaining why he's in it. I just personally wanted it to be where they still had that grudge towards each other. Like, I didn't want to see an apology. I wanted it to be rough and rigid. Like, if you don't like the guy, don't like the guy. Because then that creates that like the animosity between the two. And it's like, we don't need to be cool. Like, I don't owe you an apology. Like, you want to tell me why you're here because you're getting paid. Like, now I'm pissed all the more. Like, I know you can add to the table, but at the end of the day, I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Because like he just outed himself saying like, I'm getting paid money while you guys are just doing this for a cause. That's basically what he said. So like, how are you not going to be angry? I'd be so pissed, but you can elaborate. You could go on and say what you think.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you with that, but like they didn't really make up fully. I mean, he said like that's as close as you apology you're gonna get, and like we still have some sort of animosity between them. And I think, I mean, I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but just having that little small apology and then making up it brings a little more connection to the team characters. And like
Right.
if someone dies in this next episode, like it's gonna hurt a little more.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like that's kind of why I wanted it to be where they didn't talk, but like because like now it gives that room. Like if Skeen dies, it's kind of gonna be like like it's gonna bring a little bit like he's gonna be like, damn, like I messed up. But like I feel like it would have been better like if they were like both angry at each other and then like Skeen dies and he's like, damn, like I don't know. I just feel like it would bring more to the table. And that's kind of what I'm like. If I didn't see a death, because like that first episode we saw a death, right? We saw the 2 deaths of the security officers. I want it to be where it's like, all right, like I want grudges to be grudges. Like I don't want no apology. Like I want if this show's gonna be gritty, I want it to stay gritty. Like I don't want no apologies. I want everybody to be raw. Like and it was funny because like when he's like, don't touch my stuff. Like I like stuff like I like when you're like, don't touch my shit. Like don't get next to me. You know, don't even look. That's the like when he was telling the head honcho. What's the I forgot the other guy's name when he was like, don't touch me. That'll be the last time you touch me. And it shows like how strong he is already and how powerful his character is and how much, you know, of importance he brings to the table. Because one of the things I like is that he called them all out and he was like, yo, you guys don't know how to do this? Like,
Yeah.
you were asking him and he's like, wait a minute, I'm giving you guys the answers. Like, wait a minute. Y'all don't know what you're doing? And that's why it adds the pieces together because it shows why he's getting paid, right? So I like that he outed himself and is like, I'm getting paid. Like, I'm flying you guys. I know how to get in. I know what's under. I know how to get around these things because clearly you guys have no idea. And you saw that. And I enjoyed that a lot. What'd you think of that when he like outed them?
I mean, it just shows how much he knows and how tough he is. I mean, we don't even know what he's been through most of the time. So just seeing him drop that knowledge and be like, yo, you don't know how to do this and you've been practicing for 5 months already. It's like, what's going on here? I love seeing that.
Yeah, and it really shows like what this man has brought to the table for the rebellion so far, right? The beginning of it. And you see at the end when Luthen is kind of like, I'm worried, right? He's worried, of course, because he wants the job done. What manager, what boss, somebody running some sort of a show, they want the job to be done. But he just said it like at the end, he was like, you know, at this same time tomorrow, you know, the job will be finished, meaning they'll have that money and Cassian will possibly get that money that he wants or that he's promised, right? And he'll give that kyber crystal back. I'm really enjoying seeing that sky kyber crystal, though. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, I wonder what color it is if they were to put it in a lightsaber. But that's a big crystal, yo.
It is.
Like,
it is.
I've never seen that. Do you know anything? Because I know you touch. I mean, I don't know if you know. Do you know any? I know it's from the Rakatan Empire. I know that, but like, why is that kyber crystal so big?
I have no clue. I couldn't.
I gotta do research, man. Like, we both got it. Because I know you touch a lot of lore too. But like now, like that's content for us. Like, why is that thing so? Because that would not fit. Like, I feel like that would fit a freaking double like bladed lightsaber. Like that thing is huge.
Even that or like a pike lightsaber, but you know, I don't know if they're gonna bring that to canon or not yet.
Is that, oh yeah, that's right. Pikes do have that's a thing, right? Yeah,
yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't know. Like that's just the thing, and it's like, what color would it be? Because it's like, isn't it like white and blue?
There's one like scene where like it showed like a blue/green look to it. I was like,
Yeah, I'm like curious because it's like, why are they so focused? Like, we know it costs a lot of money because obviously we know it's a relic, right? We know it's worth a lot because we keep seeing Luthen at that shop, that like antique shop where they have like all these crazy valuables. But I wonder, like, what is it really like bring to the table? Like, who? Like, you think somebody will take that? Because I heard something that he had it. Well, did he wear it when like during Rogue One? I heard something of that.
Oh, that's a good question. I haven't even put a thought to that yet.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I feel like I heard it, or maybe I'm just thinking about it, and that's more content for you and me. You know, what is that like? Was he still wearing? Like, I wonder if maybe that's how he gets paid. Maybe if that's his pay, and then like Luthen says, keep the kyber crystal. That's your money right there. And then like maybe Cassian ends up not selling it because he's fighting for this cause and this rebellion, and that's why like when you hear him talk like I'm getting paid for this, he just does. He takes the kyber crystal. He doesn't even want the money.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I didn't think about that. That's a pretty good one. I mean, no Easter eggs in this episode. I mean, we didn't get anything. It wasn't like episode 4.
True.
It was again another slow burner. I mean, the only thing I'm not liking is that it's taking a while to get to the point. Like we saw everything like happen, and then like they still didn't. It didn't lead up. Like it led up, but like we didn't see them kind of getting the job done. Like next episode is to get the job done. I'm thinking this episode was going to be that because it was already mentioned in episode 4. So it was like, like how much more? Like I didn't like. Let me ask you. Episodes 1 through 3 was obviously to talk about Cassian, but like it was also like the buildup of him leaving. Do you remember the name of the planet? I can never remember it.
It's I know the shortened version is like Premor or something.
Yeah, Premor. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I know it's like Premora, Morale or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, it took 3 episodes just to kind of say that he needed to leave the planet. You know what I'm saying? Like I like, and it's like this is 2 episodes now just to get to where they need to get to in a sense of getting that job done to take those credits or the money that they need, right, to start building the rebellion. Because I think that's what these credits are going to be for. It's going to be to start everything. That's why they're trying to move money around so that way they can kind of start buying or building X-wings or whatever that you might have to start going forward with everything. We got to see what's his name? Is it Officer Korn? That's his name, Korn or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Scorn. Yeah, Scorn or Corn, whatever. I don't know. But I didn't take the note. Like I said, everything is raw right now, so I'm just like going through what I saw today. We got to see, what I did like was I didn't understand it. What was the purpose of him going back and forth with his mom? Do you understand? Did you get that? Like, I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt a little off to be there, but it did feel like a more human interaction. I mean, he's lost, his whole livelihood. He's back with his mom. He doesn't want to deal with, stuff right now. But we did see that one scene where he does bring up the hologram of Cassian Andor, and so we still had animosity towards him. So there's something still building up there. So I wonder how he's going to fit into the next few episodes.
I have a question for you. Do you think that he ends up joining the rebellion?
I have a feeling he will. I feel like he's gonna be like on this mission to destroy Cassian, but in the end he's gonna like have some kind of hard thing and he's gonna switch sides, or maybe he just dies saving Cassian. Who knows?
I was thinking about it. I'm like I feel like when he was looking at Cassian, it didn't look like anger. It looked more like he wants to, because I feel like his type of a character wants to fight for a cause, and I don't think the Empire was that for him, because they're not really fighting. They're not fighting for a cause. They're just doing their jobs. They're doing these things. Like they're all basically like regular people getting their paychecks, whatever. You have your health benefits. That's it. Like you're golden. But working for the rebellion, you're doing something. You're really putting something. You're putting an effort into something that matters. To destroy something, and I wonder if he will at one point. Maybe he'll turn and maybe he'll want to work for the rebellion. I don't know. That's another question, because I felt like when he was speaking, when they were talking about his uncle a lot, you saw him kind of like dwell and kind of think about, what he was doing. And, you saw that human in him kind of being like, was I really doing the right thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. But what were your other takeaways from the episode?
I mean, we got to see blue milk again. I was happy to see that.
Yes, blue milk. Yes.
The green Cocoa Puffs.
Yes, I thought that was tricks. I was like, yo, seriously? Like, I was like, Cocoa Puffs or something. I'm like, bro, what's going on? It's just like, I was like, okay, all right, with the blue milk, yeah. What other takeaways did you get from the episode?
Like I said, not too much. I mean, it definitely was a filler episode because they were talking about the plan, the last episode. So I really thought they were going to go into the whole garrison raid today, but yeah, it's just another calm before the storm. So nothing much else.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I was kind of disappointed because I'm like, damn, man, like episode 4 was such a nice like build up. And I'm like, this is what we get. Like,
well, there's only 8 episodes left. I mean, I know we're getting a season 2, but how much more do we fit in,
I know. And that's the thing is like, we know what happens to these characters. Well, at least Cassian's character, we know what happens to them. So, I mean, they have to spice it up. Like, they have to give us something that's going to be interesting. Like, I guess maybe at some point we'll see X-Wings being built. Like, that's like that's what I'm thinking. Like, there has to be something that's going to be so out of this world. Like, I want to see X-Wings. I want to see all the stuff that the Rebellion used, obviously, in the original trilogies that we got to see, obviously, in Rogue One. I want to see all that play into what we see, like then and then and now, that's what I want to see. Banksy says they showed that scene with his mom to explain how he's conflicted. He has to balance his family's expectations. He's not satisfied because he wants to do something with passion. And that's very, very true, Binksy. That's a good point. And that's why I really believe at some point he might join. He might feel like there's a greater cause, and maybe he'll realize, like, man, Cassian is getting the job done, what he wants, right? Because think about it, Cassian is getting things done, and he literally just lost his job. And it's like, you're not gonna want to go and try to get back, the type of job that you had. What's the next best thing? Join the rebellion. They're always hiring, they're looking for people. And what better way? Because he knows a lot of he didn't work for the Empire, but he knows a lot of things that are going on the inside. He probably knows of, and some protocols that maybe he can get them, into, maybe that's why I just thought of, maybe this is how he gets back in, maybe this is how Cassian gets back into the planet where his mother's on. Well, not mother, but, the mother figure, and maybe escapes her and escapes Biggs as well, because obviously he can't go back there now, but if he has an assist with Scorn or Corn, whatever his name is, maybe that's the assist that they need. What do you think about that?
That's a good theory. I mean, I thought we'd have more with Bix, so that definitely ties in to bringing those characters back, and also his stepmother. So I think it's a really good theory.
Right. Agreed. Binksy says here, this whole show is about doing whatever it is with your passion. Everyone's fighting for something. So it sounds like something Cassian would say, honestly.
Yeah.
It really sounds like cliche. It really sounds like what he would say. That's funny. But it's a good point. It is true. Everybody's basically fighting, and you learned that in this episode. Like, again, like, that's why I really like when he was just like, if you don't want to fight for this purpose, like, but don't use me, like, fight for this purpose, but don't use my name as an excuse. I really like that a lot. There was some disappointment, I know, with the dinner. We didn't get to see that happen. Everybody was kind of like I know Star Wars Theory had put out that we were going to see Sly. I don't know if you got to see that or hear about Sly.
Yeah.
A little force sensitive. I knew that wasn't going to happen. Like, let's think about it. By the way, you might hear the Polar Express. I live by a train. I just moved. So, like, yippee. Yeah, I was like, we're stretching a little too far. Like, Andor's, they're not going to put, they already said it. We're not going to see any Jedi, any force sensitivity characters. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, it's just going to be a simple show, well, not simple, but, a show that we get about characters that we're going to learn about. So, yeah. Overall, what'd you rate the episode, though?
I'll give it maybe 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a good man. What would you guys rate it in the comment section? I give it a 4. Give it a 4. I give it a 4. I can't like, I'm rating each episode. So if I'm gonna go through 1 through 10, I can't do 1 through 10. So if I'm gonna do 1 through 5, because
it wasn't bad. It was just disappointing.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest and I'll be so blunt and raw, because I said I would be, and I've talked about it before. I can't be these other YouTubers or influencers that are like, yeah, this is the best thing, and then behind the scenes they're like, I hate this show.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest with you guys, I'm not a big fan of it. I really am not. I'm just happy because we have more Star Wars content, but I'm really not. I'm not happy about it. It really makes you truly value and cherish the Kenobi series. And that got so much heat, and I'm like, in a bad way. And I'm like, Kenobi really wasn't this bad. Like, this is bad. Like, not bad to that extent, but because this has great dialogue, but like, I'm so tired of hearing every week, oh, the dialogue, the development. And I'm like, okay, but like, I need more action. I can't deal with just conversation. That's why I'll be honest, that's why I'm not a fan of Game of Thrones or I don't even know those things. I've never seen it. I don't know if they have a lot of action, but like, I've watched like I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been watching like the last couple episodes, and it's just constant like back and forth, and I'm like, where's the action, man? Like, can somebody just like whip a lightsaber or like, I don't know, man. Just something, bro. Just something. Come out of left field with something. I'm so like, I'm just getting like tired each week, and it's like everybody's like, don't worry, it's gonna get better. It's a slow burner, but we love slow burners. No, we don't, because then we complain about, the fight in The Last Jedi, or we complain about, the Kenobi series, how there wasn't enough Kenobi, enough Vader. And it's like, it really wasn't bad. Like Kenobi really wasn't bad. Other than the shaky camera, it wasn't bad, you know? So I know I'm doing my own rant right now, but like I'm not gonna lie, like I would rather the Bad Batch to me was more entertaining. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I know it's animation and one is live action, but I have my and I have my problems with the Bad Batch too. Like, you know, I have a lot of problems with that. There's a lot of missed opportunities, but like, man, it's just like it's not picking up. Like it's just too much of a storytelling thing. I mean, again, I know I'm probably wrong, and there's somebody out there that'll comment on this later on or now and be like, you know, Darth, you're just not getting it, and you know, it's the development or the dialogue. It's really good, and the story's written, and I get it. It is very well written. I can admit that. Way better than Kenobi. I could definitely admit that, but I mean, I can't have an episode that's just like everybody. I'm seeing talking through different people and nothing is happening. No, there's no job getting done, you know. And I know this is a build, but it's like only one episode has been good out of the 5, and we have what 8 more episodes left. Like I can't even like. I don't know.
Yeah, like this episode should have been an extension or like add-on to episode 4. Like just put those 2 episodes together.
Like that's what I'm talking about. Like if they were gonna talk about, for example, something needs to explode for Darth to be happy. It's true. Like I was happy. Like when I saw the TIE fighter, bro, I was like, yes. I was like, I'm like thinking to myself, why is that TIE fighter so low? Like, and that's what I mean. It's just like they throw you a bone and then they take it back, and I'm just like, damn, man. You know, but. What was it that you said? I forgot. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought. What'd you say?
No, you should had this episode be just smacked right on to the end of episode 4.
Well, that and like, for example, right? Like that dinner that was supposed to happen with the mayor of Coruscant and like, you know, and Mon Mothma and her husband and the daughter. I was hoping like we got to see that dinner play out. I wanted to see the tension between Mon Mothma and the mayor and these politicians who don't agree with Mon Mothma and like possibly like I don't know, a food fight goes out. Like that shit would have been dope. Yo, like
yeah.
I got a Dunkin' Donuts back. Like, what'd you say, man? Like that's what I wanted to see. You see how into it? Like I wanted to see bottles thrown, not promoting Minute Maid. That's what I want to see. That's what I want. You know. Shit, man. Let me throw my computer next. No. But that's what I mean. Is like that's what I want to see in these shows, and that's why to me, when people say, you know, oh, like that's what I mean about the series. I need to see more of that. Like I want to see an actual, you know, thriller of going back and forth. Like, you know, it talks about that dinner. It talks about, you know, maybe something happens. Like, so, for example, like I was thinking about like the antique shop, like. I want the stakes to get heightened because like I want to see it like, all right, Luthen is there. Maybe somebody found out about him and is coming and they're, you know, they're kind of like inspecting the play. Like that's what I want. I want that rush. Like this needs to pick up the pace because it started slow, picked up, and then slow. And then it's like there's no rush. Like maybe now it's not even a rush. Like I can't even say the end of the episode is gonna give me I can't even say the next episode I'm gonna feel the rush because it's kind of like, you know. I already had 2 episodes that told me what was gonna happen. I already know in my head what's gonna happen. Maybe one person dies. I'm could only be so grateful. I don't want nobody to die, but like I'm saying in the Star Wars world, yeah. I don't know, man. What do you think happens? You think we lose Skeen or somebody?
We gotta lose someone. I mean, we're not too attached to these characters yet, so it's safe to say we're losing someone.
And I don't want to be attached to them. I really don't. I don't. I just want it to be where, you know, characters start getting offed. You know, that's what I want. You know, yeah, I don't know. But so I'm thinking. What are you thinking so far? Like, what do you think for like the next couple episodes? Like, you think it's gonna hit? You think eventually it's gonna hit?
I mean, here's my theory. I think. I mean, the pattern that I'm seeing so far is that every other episode is exciting, and then there's a filler. Because
I can't even say that though. I can't even say every other episode. The first 3 were freaking boring.
The first one was slow, yes, but it introduced us to the show. Second one, yeah, it was slow, but then third one we got the whole siege and everything. That was fun. Next, you know, it's like okay. But yeah, episode 6, we're gonna have the garrison. I mean, if they extend it and we don't have the garrison being raided, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But
I'm already like with one foot out the door. I don't know if you know that, but I'm one foot out the door. I'm just waiting for them to receive these credits so that way they can start doing whatever it is they have to do. That's all I got, man. That's all I got.
nothing to talk about this episode.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was so bland. It's like, and that's when you know, like, that's when you know a show is like, I don't want to be disrespectful to people that do enjoy this because it does hit everybody for differently. But the fact that there's no Easter eggs, there's nothing to really like. If you think about it, there's nothing to really talk about this episode. No. Like honestly, like I'm gonna be honest right now. We're shitting the bed right now. Like we're literally dead ass content creators, just trying to find something. But reality, like I'm gonna be real. Like I want you guys to understand. Like I'm not gonna lie to you and give you this false hope. Like I can't do that. I can't be like, yeah, like there was this, there was that. Like no, like there wasn't. Like there really wasn't. And it's disappointing. And it's okay to be disappointed. Like guys, be honest with yourselves. If you're not honest with yourself, like I'm sorry, but this episode just didn't do anything. It was just kind of like you said, it's a filler episode. Like and it's funny because I remember when Mando came out. People complain like, oh yeah, this is because like I don't know if you remember, people be like, it's a filler episode, but like something happened, like something actually happened. Here, nothing happened. It was just them. I don't even know, just more dialogue. How much dialogue am I gonna get? Like everything is just dialogue. Like, but Darth, the dialogue. All right, man, I got it. But like, what else? Like, is there what action is going on? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like the 45 minutes of talking, like it would have been fine if they slapped on an hour of them raiding the garrison.
Right. For 45 minutes raiding the garrison, I thought would have been dope. Where like somebody's upstairs, down, or right now it's about to get raided by I don't know, Imperials or something like that, and like somebody got caught and they gotta hurry up. That would have been dope. And 45 minutes, not even 45. It was 39 minutes because of credits.
Yeah.
Or not even 39. It was because you figure so maybe like 35 minutes really.
They're skimming us, man. They're skimming us.
I'm telling you, because you have the beginning of the show where it does like it gives you like the first couple minutes of the fourth episode, and then it gives you the intro, and then the ending is just credits. Because I looked at it, I was like, oh wow, this is a lot, or not a lot.
Well, yeah, because like maybe it's just the episode is just way too short. Like, should we have an hour and 45-minute episodes?
No,
really fit just to pack more in, so we can have more things going on.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't forget, we had a murder in the first episode. Yeah, but this isn't the first. They're trying to build tension, but it's too much planning. Like they keep arguing. At least punch each other. It's true. Like that's one of the things I'm noticing. Like they're planning for so long. Like they'll make like you realize last episode and this episode was them planning.
Yeah.
They literally revisited the same plan. Even when they were there at the end of the episode, they were still planning.
It was like barely any drilling. Like they said, like, oh, we're gonna drill tomorrow. And like the drilling was just marching. I wanted to see some like actual training, something like exciting, and then we just see him marching.
Yeah, like some fighting, some like jujitsu or something, like how to like I don't know, like man, kick somebody's ass if they come at you this way. That like that's when I saw him with the knife at his throat. That was like the most intense scene I think that was out of the whole episode.
100%.
Just that alone, and I'm just like, dude, like this, and people are like, yeah, it's the best show ever, yeah, and I'm like, yo, you still gotta convince me, because like I had a friend that told me, I was talking to me, he was like, Darth, he's like, I'm gonna tell you now, I saw this episode and like I like literally paused. I like went to the bathroom, I went to do something else, and then I came back. And that tells you a lot, because that tells you that the show is not engaging. So it's like when people you're like, you have to understand something. And again, I'm not crapping on the show. I know I'm kind of like, saying negative things about it, but I still appreciate it because it's Star Wars content. So let me just get that out of the way. Let me be clear. I am still appreciative because it's Star Wars content, but I have to call a spade a spade. I understand, and I'll say it. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I know that everybody likes slow burners, but when you have people saying that they're pausing the episode to do other things, what that tells you right there, it's not a good show. It's not a good episode. It's like when I saw Kenobi, dude, I didn't even get up. I like missed work a couple times. This show, I'm not not missing work for this. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Like Kenobi, I needed to watch. I saw every episode 3 to 5 times. I kid you not.
Wow.
3 to 5 times.
I just said something.
It just what?
I just said something.
Yeah, and that's my point. Like, I had other people tell me, like, they were watching this and they paused it and they were looking for She-Hulk. They were looking for She-Hulk.
That's just sad.
Which comes out on Thursdays, by the way, not Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So that goes to tell you something right there. I don't know, man. I just don't know how much more of this back and forth. And you know what's funny? Once the show is done, it's so sad because they're talking about season 2 coming out in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, like, this show's gonna be forgotten. Like, season 1's gonna be forgotten because you have after this Ahsoka, the Bad Batch, Visions. Like, it's gonna be forgotten, dude. Like, this show's not gonna be like talked about. Like, I think it'll reignite like when season 2 happens, but that's it. Like,
yeah, something really big has to happen for people to remember the show and just to linger on until season 2 comes out. Because other than that, it's just gonna be a flyby show.
literally, because think about it, everybody still watches the Kenobi series. Like, people go back and watch it because they want to see Darth Vader and Kenobi. They want to see that fight. But this, I can't. I can't watch it again. I refuse to.
Yeah, I was rewatching it. I was like, it's kind of a pain to go through.
It is, right? Like, you can admit it. Like, it's okay. Like, listen, there's nothing wrong with some great dialogue, but like, it's painful to watch. It's painful to rewatch it again. Like, I don't want to. Like, I just saw this episode. I'm not gonna watch it again. I haven't even watched the last 4. Like, I remember them because what? I think the last episode of out of the first 3 of the premiere was the best one, and then last week's episode. I mean, the best part of the last week's episode was just the Easter eggs. That was the best thing, and the fact that you need relics, like you need antiques to make an episode like shine. That says a lot too. Like, you had to include Starkiller in an episode. Like, think about that. Starkiller's helmet or armor, whatever, was in the episode.
That's all everyone remembers about it.
That and the Mortis Gods tablets.
Yeah.
And other stuff. But I mean, that was the main focus, those 2 things, because they're very much of great importance in Star Wars, So I don't know, man. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens next week and just go from there, bro.
Yeah, we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed, man. I appreciate you hopping on, man. I thank everybody for hopping on. Comment in the comment section as you guys, watch this after, and let me know what you think. Before hopping off, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Make sure to go check out Star Wars Insider as well and like and subscribe to his channel. And what's your other channel called, by the way, so people could go subscribe to you?
It's just SWI right now. It's just a stand-in name. I'm gonna change it in a couple weeks. Just trying to figure out the final name for it.
Yeah, so there you go. You have it right there. And if anything, just go check out his Instagram as well. Someone the other day said Starkiller is a dark Ahsoka. Kind of agree. You want to elaborate on that, or you want to just end it?
I mean, I had fun with the Starkiller games, but yeah, we can. That's another talk for another time.
All right, we'll talk about that. That'll be a video that I'll do something on probably. So thank you, Great Jedi. But again, thank you everybody for hopping on and joining this live stream. Stay tuned next week. I'll have another live stream on episode 6, and hopefully it is a good one and it hits a lot harder than this week's episode. So thank you guys, and later.